Alright guys, what's up? It's the 206 Analysis, and I finally got to watch another great event, even though, some of the fights were good, some of the fights were boring, but overall I'd give the card around a 3 out of 5. Alright, now to the first fight of the night, which on the main card was Hatsu Hayuki versus George Roop. And I'll say this, is that I was impressed with George Roop, how he fought the number 3 in the world in featherweight. He fought him very well. The one thing he made a mistake was trying to clinch, trying to fight a clinch with the man who is very, very, very how may I say this, very experienced with grappling. So George Roop, I give my respects to him. He did a good job. The Hoyoki won via split decision, and that's that. All right, now the next fight was Scott Jorgensen versus Jeff Curran, and I'm gonna say this is that it sucked watching Jeff Curran just get manhandled throughout the fight. He did, however, get one advantage position, and that's it. But it was just he got double legged, single legged, and just dumped. That's all three of those types of takedowns you don't normally see in a fight happen in this fight, and Scott Jorgensen just destroyed him. God damn it, Meeks. Okay. Now to the third fight was Mirko Cro Cop, Roy Nelson, and I gotta say I was impressed with Cro Cop. He said he'd bring back the old Cro Cop, but it was not the old Cro Cop. He did some things that was old Cro Cop, but he did one last right high kick. Didn't knock Roy Nelson out. Roy Nelson took the fight via TKO, and Cro Cop just looked very sad, but he was very honored that he was very honored by everyone, and it sucks to see him go, but again, you can't continuously try to fight when you cannot fight top competition. So for my farewell to Mirko Cro Cop, I loved watching you throughout Pride. I'll always be one of your biggest fans. It sucks to see you go, but again, you gotta make way for all the new guys. And also, Roy Nelson isn't new. He in the end of the fight, he was calling out Cain Velasquez and Junior Dos Santos, both of them. So it looks like he wants to have a rematch with Junior Dos Santos, and he really wants to try getting that belt, which I very doubt that he'll ever get because his boxing isn't the best. All right, co-main event, which was the worst co-main event, one of the worst co-main events I've ever seen. And trust me, I've seen. You don't even want to know how bad some co-main events have been. So Czech Congo versus Matt Mitrione. The fight was just stupid. Just normally they just stood and looked at each other. They couldn't hit each other. They hit each other, but no one really had the most advantageous position except for Czech Congo, who took the fight to the ground near the end of the third round and was able to secure a 30-27. He was able to. This is the honest decision. He got a 30-27, 29-27, and 29-28. Three different scores. Who would have guessed that? But he took the fight, giving Matt Mitrione his first loss. And Czech Congo, you are the most intimidating fighter in the UFC. I gotta say, if I was walking in the street, I'd be more scared of Czech Congo because he's one ripped, two, his head is built. He has a big block head, and three, he just is just naturally strong. He looks like he could fight anyone in a street fight. His street fighting, he'd be the champion, the greatest of all time in like street fighting. So I'd say it was kind of cool seeing him win tonight. But again, that my predictions were just horrible, 2-3. So I'm not really happy with that. Now to the main event was BJ Penn versus Nick Diaz, and I'm gonna say I have my all the respect must go to BJ Penn for lasting 3 rounds with Nick Diaz. He lost the fight via unanimous decision. Diaz was just able to box him, was able to make him just make. He was able to make BJ Penn just want to box him, and that's what Nick Diaz does. He makes you want to box him. He makes you box him. He will piss you off enough, and then he will let you hit him to make it so you get confident and you get cocky, but you don't do the one thing to prevent losing, and that's move to the fence. When you move to the fence, and you're going against Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz will just batter your body. He will batter every single part of your body. And the thing is, no one will ever knock him out. It's unheard of to see Nick Diaz get knocked out. He has the greatest cardio I've ever seen in MMA history. He has the greatest cardio. He wasn't even tired. He was not even close to tired in that fight. Not even after getting battered. He got battered by BJ Penn first round. First round was just all BJ Penn. He was able to counter him, and that's what Nick Diaz did again. He did that again. He was able to make BJ Penn want to box him and just got fucking manhandled him. And from the second round to the third round, BJ Penn got just the first time we've seen BJ Penn get bruised. He gets swelling on this eye and gets cut. He has a bloody nose. He got cut, and this is the first time I've ever seen BJ Penn get so battered in his own mixed martial arts career. BJ Penn is now 16-8, not the best record for a man like him, but again, you got to give him all the respect for how much punishment he took from Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz did his signature, faking, his fake punching, which again, just Nick Diaz is a tough fucking motherfucker. You can't knock the guy out. You can't box the guy. You can't. It's almost unheard of beating him. But if he fought George St. Pierre, I'd go with GSP because GSP would be able to wrestle him, and Nick Diaz does not have the best takedown defense. If he's good on his back, but the takedown defense is not good. So I'm out of here. I'm done. Check me out on Twitter, 206 Analysis, in the description below. Check out MMA Socialist in the description below. It's MMA Socialist by the fans, for the fans. And what else could you do? Nothing else. Alright, I'm out of here. Catch you all later, and I'll see you guys for UFC 138. Peace out.